What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the Vibes and Voices. And today we got a rising rap star, all right? He go by the name 502 Sano in the building from all the way Louisville
Yes,
to
sir.
Texas.
Bit 502, man. 502 Sano. Let's get
What's
it.
going on, man?
Yeah, just coming home, just coming back to reality and just focusing more on my marriage and stuff like that. That's what's going on right now.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Take us back to Louisville. Let's take it all the way back to Louisville.
Okay.
All right. Go into details. I want you to, what was the experience living in Louisville, growing up in Louisville, coming up in Louisville, and most importantly, your journey into this music game, in this rap game.
Okay, I'm gonna take it way back. So it go way back before even in Louisville. My people and them, they from Kenya. They're from Africa. So they had to grow up in a refugee camp. So they end up escaping war out there to come to America, and they end up coming to Louisville, Kentucky. So they end up having me in Louisville, Kentucky. So when I was in Louisville, like at first growing up, my childhood was, it was good. Like outside, I was just a regular kid, having fun and stuff like that. Till I start getting in my teens, like more middle school, getting more into fights, and being in the wrong circumstance. So just being with the wrong friends and end up, being in the wrong place at the wrong time. So it couldn't be no communication with me and my parents while I was going through that because my reality in Louisville was way different than their reality in Louisville. They came from Africa, so in America, it looked like a whole new urban place. It don't matter if it's the trenches to us,
Yeah.
But like to me, it's like I grew up different, so it's like on some, I felt part with the wrong people, and I couldn't go to my family about it, especially me being the oldest child. So I had to figure stuff out on my own. Like just bumped my head a couple times, lost a couple friends. Yeah, so all that really played a part with me coming from Louisville and stuff like that, losing friends and losing family to the system and stuff like that. I didn't see it all.
Man, like, that's a lot. You carrying so much, right? And I want to tell you, how old are you?
I'm 19 years old.
Being 19 and being the eldest sibling, what is it like being the eldest? Like, do you feel like it was just a pressure thing that, you know what I mean? You got siblings looking up to you.
Yeah.
How that felt like just being that sibling and you're the one that you're the one that's the black sheep of the family.
Yeah, nah, I ain't gonna lie, that's actually a good question. Me being the oldest child is kind of different, but it's like I'm actually happy that God blessed me to be the oldest child because I'd rather go through the hardships that I could learn my own lesson from, so that way my little siblings don't gotta go through it. So it's like being the oldest sibling and growing up in the wrong circumstance was kind of hard for me because I ain't never had nobody older than me to go to. I couldn't go to my pops about it because he don't understand them type of circumstance, And that's the only father role model I had in my life. But other than that, I had to just learn stuff on my own and bump my head so that way my little siblings, I don't want them to get in there or nothing like that. But a lot of people used to tell me, like, growing up, like, you being the oldest child, you following this footsteps, your little siblings gonna follow it. And I used to brush that off all the time till actually I started, when I came home, actually, December 2025. When I came home, being locked up, I started realizing, like, my little brother picked up on a couple footsteps that I used to do in my past. And it's like right now, I could only tell him so much, but I got to really lead by example by actually changing my life for real, for real. So that's one thing I actually learned about being the oldest child is you got to lead by example by actually doing it than more than talking.
So what was it like, your friends, you being in Louisville and running with the wrong crowd? Of course, you had a couple friends that you picked up influences. Did you always ran back to them, or did you had a choice?
Yeah, like
to go, like just say, look, I need to get away a little bit. Let me, get away a little bit from all of this. The trouble just becoming too much. Let me just get away a little bit and come back to this. Was it like something that you thought about just changing it all around?
Yeah, that like just growing up and being around them friends, deep down I knew that's not what I wanted to do. But it's like I just couldn't I could say no, but I was very easily influenced by others while I was growing up. So all I had around me was I wouldn't say negative friends. They all good people, but we was all influenced wrong by something that was in our environment. So I feel like more so like me growing up and me having to go through my past obstacles is more so in the environment they put us in.
Wow. So that's something that you always had that wanted to change, but you couldn't. It was just in you.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And sometimes when you got friends that don't want to change, I mean, you was lucky enough to have both your mom and dad.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
there was other friends that you had that didn't have that. Maybe they had single mother, and that
Yeah.
pressure wasn't there.
Yeah, for sure. I like the fact that you said that because I am actually blessed that I got both of my parents in my life, and both of my parents never raised me to do any of the things I was doing. Like I used to really get my ass whooped type shit. Like they was not playing that. You feel me? My people ain't never
Yeah.
play that shit. But it
Yeah,
just
I
more so
believe
like
it.
I had very much ego and pride. That's
Yeah.
one thing. Whoever listens to me and who I influence with my music is I recommend y'all to at least lower down your ego and pride and look into reality.
Yeah.
Because sometimes our ego can get the best of us for sure. So that's more so how I was growing up, how I looked at myself until life humbled me.
So as you was growing up, you always had that pride, that hardness, being around friends that thought they are hard.
Yeah,
You build that pride, like you always felt like you're hard.
yeah.
You
Like
know?
especially being in that circumstance, like it's really people that's scared who portray that image so nobody mess with them.
Yeah.
I was really scared. Like I'm gonna keep it real. Like I was in survival of my life. I'm fighting for my life out here.
Damn.
I'm gonna portray this image so that way I could get protected within myself. Even though if I feel like I'm not me truly being myself,
Yeah.
I'm at least saving my life. So it's different. It actually goes deep.
So growing up in Louisville, how was school? Like, did you attend school with these friends? Did y'all like go home sometimes or not go home, or y'all out doing whatever?
Yeah.
Like I'm sure how you know what it was like being young around other kids that are already going in places doing something that they not
Yeah,
supposed to do.
yeah, for sure.
Um, had had you ever always thought like one day you're gonna get locked up or one day you're going to get in trouble by the feds?
I'm gonna keep it real. Like I said, my ego had a main reason with that. I felt like I never got caught up for nothing, and the way I'm moving, I got away with this, I get away with it again. And that's one thing I tell y'all too: being too greedy and feeling like nothing could come get you. What happens in the dark always gonna come to a light, and that's another life lesson I also learned growing up. So it's I'm actually thankful for that.
So I heard your music. When did you start rapping? That's what I want to ask.
Like I'm gonna keep it real. I got videos of me rapping since I was like 10, 11 years old. Like music always been a part of me. Like I just had like a deep connection to it that nobody could understand. Like even as I evolved within my music and people were supporting me, like my family and stuff like that. When I say my family, I'm talking about my cousins and uncles. My mom, she was supportive at first till she started realizing she didn't want to be supportive of what's gonna push out a bad message. She thought I was an actual rapper, so I'm pushing destruction. And that's actually true. I learned that within my music. You are what you listen to also. But that's why within my music, like I'm trying to get her to understand, and my pops, you feel me? They know I got a passion for it. I won't leave her alone. But I'm trying to get them to understand that it's not destructive. It's me telling my story so people could understand me. This is a way that I vent. This is the way I talk to where I got nobody else to talk to. So that's why I use a form of music too.
What inspired you to become an artist?
Like just like I said, being in tune with the music, and I grew up on a lot of music. I grew up on a Chicago wave,
Yeah.
early Dirk, Lil Fo, Young Pappy. Then I started seeing our African people, our Bantu start making music around when I was young and stuff like that. So I started experiencing on YouTube type beats, just freestyling over it till I started getting like actual love for it. And I felt deep down, when I first started, I always felt deep down that like, I'm actually hard, like, and it's okay to be like, this song is better than this one that's in the industry, stuff like that. It's okay to feel like that as an artist. You're supposed to feel like that. That's why I 100% always want to push my music out there till it get to the point. I actually want people to understand what I'm saying within my music.
So, who was your biggest influences? Like, when you said, like, if you had to use an influence, who was your biggest influences?
I have multiple. I can't just say one, you know?
Yeah.
Like, but I'll say heavily, Juice World, and Young Pappy, for real. Like, we going with the drill wave and, you know, stuff like that. And I can take it back to the Afro, like Mr. May D, like, you know, Diamond Platinum, them type people, me listening to them growing up, and I see African artists doing it, even if it's from across the globe, from where I'm at, I could do it too, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it as well. I think when you start somewhere, you start to transform different and try different of beats, different of instrument.
Yeah.
And like when I heard your music, I could see there is so much of pain.
Yeah.
And most people when they listen, they don't know what they listening. Mostly they listen to just beat.
Yeah, for sure.
But you gotta hear somebody speaking
Yeah,
their music.
yeah, it hit different.
It's a message there, right?
Yeah.
And man, like you're one of those young ones that today, if another kid wants to rap or sing, they can listen to you because for one, your music, there's no type of, you're not promoting violence.
Yeah.
One thing I like about you, you know, listening to your music, you may went through what you went through, but you're not promoting it on your music or speaking of it.
Yeah,
You
for sure.
saying it in a way where nobody cannot hear it,
Yeah.
and you're not promoting any violence or anything. You're it's more of being yourself.
Yeah.
You're talking about yourself, who you are, and that's just what it is. And that's one thing that I picked up from and liked it as I listened to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to say that keep going that route, keep doing that, keep going on that. You know, make your lyrics to people where it has a feeling to it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, there are kids that listen now a lot of bad words in music. You know what I mean? But with your music, listening to it, it has a way of understanding. Yeah. So I want to get back. Let's dive into, you know, getting in trouble with the feds and locked up. And let's talk about how that came about and what lesson, you know, what did you learn from going forward? What did you learn from just being, you know,
incarcerated,
locked up, incarcerated, and troubles and all that?
I'm gonna keep it real. Like, my early trouble started when I was like 17 and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
And I had ended up taking a gun charge for my uncle.
Yeah.
You know? I ended up taking a gun charge for him. But that was my first ever charge ever, so they let me off on that. But it got to a point where, like, yeah, I got my people in my life and stuff like that, but it's like I'm so influenced what I see around. I want to be an artist. I want the image, so I was money hungry. So I was putting myself in situations where I shouldn't need to even do, because I know I got a family to support me and stuff like that. But I wasn't thinking that at this time. I'm thinking I want the fast money. I want the jewelry. I want to be this dude, you feel me? So it's like I'm chasing that. But fast forward, I end up getting locked up for something, you know, and I end up bonding out and being on ankle monitor. So I was on ankle monitor for like a year and a two, like almost close to a year, you know, almost like 10 months.
Yeah. I
was on ankle monitor, and that was one phase for me to where, like, it really broke me down, because it's I'm isolated from the world, and there's family events and my people going out, and it's just different things I want to do, but I still don't got the freedom even though I'm outside, so it broke me down inside the house. And, you know, I live in a big-ass house, so it's like it's just hollow, and I didn't really get to enjoy the experience of that house due to the fact that I was going through it emotionally and mentally of my situation. Fast forward, I was still fighting the same case. Boom, situation happened to where I had to get locked up. So I was sitting in there. I was in Harris County. I was sitting in there by like 4 or 5 months till we sat down with an actual decision. Nah, I'm lying. I was sitting in there for like 4 months. We made a decision to see what I wanted to do with my situation. I'm on ankle monitor. I was fighting an aggravated robbery, so in Texas, that's 5 to 99 years,
Oh yeah.
So it's like the whole time I'm locked up, I usually get bond out, but this time it was different because I had no bail and I'm actually facing some real time. So it's just like you could just imagine the stress I put my family through.
Damn.
And the stress I was going through within myself, not knowing that I might not see the next 10 years of my life. So we ended up signing a little plea deal to where I signed a little 6 months probation, but they had me confined up in a federal facility, and I ain't signed for no real time in Mississippi before I actually signed for the time at the program. So when I was in Mississippi, me being in a federal building, knowing I didn't sign for no prison time, it actually changed my output of being incarcerated for real. It showed me this is the end place I could really go to and sleep day and night for the rest of my life if I keep this life going. So I ended up getting blessed with the program. I walked them little 6 months down, and I came home by the end of the year, And it changed me. It just changed my outputs on things, like same people I used to be with and stuff like that. I just can't be around them. Not because they not, I don't know. It's just like certain things I just can't be around them. Not their energy or nothing. I just don't fall within the same category within them no more. Especially at this new phase of my life, me being a husband, me being the oldest child, and me being a man that got to take care of responsibilities and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of things I learned when I was locked up.
So did you ever question like, damn, this is where I could be? My life can really change. Everything would just change if this shit I go down. If anything I go down, my life will be changed and I won't see outside again
Yeah, for
for
sure.
a long time.
Yeah,
When you was in there, what was going through your mind? Being in there just every day, just waiting the outcome.
I can't even, words can't even describe it, if I'm being completely honest. Because it actually broke me emotionally, but it actually built me more physically and spiritually. So it was a win and loss at the end of the day. It was me risking my freedom, sacrificing the time away from my family. If my family's in danger, I'm the oldest child. I can't be at the house. Me getting married, not knowing if I'm going to make it home to my wedding. So you can only imagine type of stress I was going through, but I pushed through it. I just believed in God, and God got me through it the whole way. So it's like me, one thing I realized too is I used to run to God only when I had problems. But when things was going good in my life, I never actually acknowledged it coming from him. So that's another thing I learned being locked up too. Pray for my good and bads, and everything going to come good as long as I got my faith in God.
So friends, have you received any calls while you was in there? The ones that you ran with, did they call you and say like, yo, bro, what's going on? You out? Or anything?
Nah, I'm going to keep it real.
Who supported you that much?
Man.
We have no experience, right?
Yeah.
But when you're in there, the friends that said, yo, I got your back, you got my back, no matter what, I'll go down for you, or you're going to go down for me, if anything.
Yeah.
When you went down, did the loyalty was there? Or did you even get a phone call from one or two friends?
Look, that's a great question. And I want all the young people to listen to this. Man, I had to go through that myself. And y'all know I'm not going to say nothing but the real, But only person who really supported me the whole way was my mother. My mother. And my mother is not even from America to even know how to work these websites and stuff like that to put money on my food and stuff like that, But she made her way. She's working a job. She got 8 other kids at the crib to take care of, and she's still making sure I eat enough, still making sure I got somebody to talk to, But I'm not going to take the credit away from my other people. Like, I have a 3-way. My aunties and uncles, just hear their voice. That'll push me through, them being excited for me to come back home, stuff like that. So, and also my wife, I talk to her, she was my, we weren't even married at the time. She was my, we knew it was for each other. She was still my girl. We knew it was for each other, so she actually pushed me through also, just keeping me mentally sane, knowing that I got people who actually love and care for me when I get outside these walls, you know.
Absolutely, bro. What you went through, man. A lot of young ones right now, you passing a message. You know what I mean? They're going to be watching. If you out there trying to be loyal, your friends ain't going to be there. I'm going to let you tell it, man. What advice you want to give ones that running out there with the wrong crowd?
Man, please, 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 like, generally, I'm thinking about it from a deeper aspect. Like, I'm pretty sure God put me in this position, made me go through all my hardships, made me have this platform to even spread out this message right now. So, more so, those friends ain't really your friends, and I'm going to keep it real. The only people who's really with you is family. And a lot of people got broken families at home, so that's why they end up running to friends. A real friend is who's going to tell you right from wrong. Like, hey, bro, nah, that's wrong. Hey, bro, you shouldn't be doing that, bro. I ain't going to lie, bro. You risking your freedom. Bro, you a star. Bro, go paint. Bro, let's get a job. Let's do this. Those actual people you want around you, because it don't matter if you're going within this way or a different path. At least they supportive and they want you somewhere good in life. The other friends is misery loves company. I'm going to break that down. It's miserable people who don't got nothing going in their life or is going through trauma and don't want to face it. They're going to want people around them to make them feel comfort. And those same type of people they want around them fit within that same category as that person. They can't find themselves. Everybody is just lost and clueless. So if you actually taking this message, you is one of them chosen ones. And just watch out for the people. Don't be no follower. You be the leader. You make the own rules in your life.
So moving forward, when you moved here to Texas, how was what friends did you make new friends, or you already knew friends here in Texas?
Yeah, I was back and forth from Louisville to Kentucky. That's something I also mentioned now too. Around like 2016, 2017, I ended up moving to Houston. I was still living in Kentucky, growing up, but 2016 I ended up moving to Houston, and I started living here for I think a year, 2 years till Hurricane Harvey happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was here for Hurricane Harvey, and I grew up in A-Leaf, so I knew some people out here, and I got family out here. But Hurricane Harvey happened, and I ended up moving back to my city.
Yeah.
Me being older and a young teenager, that's when I started following more within the streets and stuff like that. But yeah, I already knew some people. I knew some people out here for sure. I knew some people out here. Mm-hmm. I got family out here.
So what is it like? When you come here, the trouble followed you, obviously.
Yeah.
And then, did any of these friends put money in your books while you was in there, or checked up, or at least a phone call?
I got people who was in my DMs saying they was trying to send me some money. You know what I mean? I won't take that away from them and shit like that. But who actually sent me money? My mama.
I mean, you have to know your mom. That love will never change.
Yeah.
When time is bad, only person will be there is your mom or your dad.
For sure.
Nobody else. You gotta learn that. You gotta always know that. I mean, all the troubles you went through, guess who was going to courts with you? None of them friends would support you. It was your mom and your pops.
Only reason I got let out with that 6-month probation while I'm facing 599 years in prison is because the judge actually saw that I had family support in the courtroom. Me being the oldest child of 8 kids, all my little siblings in the courtroom, my mom in the courtroom. My pops, he be busy with his own stuff, but he was there still with me spiritually, But my mom and all of them showed love, and they came to the courtroom. And the judge looked at me in my eyes, and she told me, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt because you're the oldest child, and I see you got a family that cares about you. If I see you in my way again, I'm going to maximize you. And I'll let y'all put that into your own words, but just know that once you go inside the system, your life is not in your hands no more. It's somebody else who can control and end your life for sure.
That was deep. That was deep, man. I'm sure whoever's watching this, This right here, it's not fake, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You go in that pen, it's not fake.
I really got shit to talk about.
It's no fake. It's not every day it's been talked about, but when you get down, it's not fake.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm sure you've been there, and you've seen it all. What is it like, just right now, being home, and just trying to fix through? Or I mean, what's done can't be fixed, but moving forward.
Moving forward, yeah.
What is your like? What is it now that to begin with is your focus as the oldest sibling? You know, what would be your focus right now to be that better person and do everything right by book?
Basically having my own mind, being able to speak for myself, being able to have integrity, even though like I know it's wrong, being able to say no within them situations. But like with me being home right now, like I'm more so focused on my responsibilities to take care of first. You know, I got things I gotta take care of myself, so I'm fixing everything on that. But I'm still taking reality in day by day, you know, because it's a long time that been took away from my life. Even though if it's a year, a couple of days, you sacrificing time no matter what. And I sacrificed all that time, and it's like life moved on. So me, I'm just coming back right now to reality and stuff like that, just catching on and just, you know, getting on my feet. But I move, and I know that there's people who still affected by my past behaviors because I might have harmed them. But me right now, I actually really look at life in a different way. I'm not including myself in any problems. I'm not going to any problems, but I know I gotta move in a certain way because there's somebody else who I did something to in the past who still probably might not be able to forgive me, who don't got the same mindset as me, you know? So it's a lot of things I can't take back, but I just gotta move forward with it, you know, knowing that I harmed somebody's life. I could just make somebody's life now with this new path I'm on.
So now, just being on a new path, you're married man now. You know, congratulations.
Thank you, man.
Taking on that responsibility, what is it like? Is it like to get? I think is it to get away from trouble? Because when you're young, you know, you still will make some choices, but when you got responsibility, it's the caution you take. So what is it that right now that's changing in your life with this big step?
Okay. Really, it's not because to keep me out of trouble. It's because there's somebody who I can spend the rest of my life with who understands me for who I am and the trauma I've been through and don't want me to fall within that same footstep again. Don't know me for the good person I am, you know. But I took that responsibility right now. You know, it's a lot of people who tell me, man, you young, man, you only 19, man, this, that, you feel me? I had that a lot, you know?
Yeah.
But it's I know what I went through.
Yeah.
And I know my life experiences. You can't put your put your feet in my shoes, you know? I've been through something different than you did. And I understand from older people they probably went through trauma within their marriage. I'm ready to take on whatever responsibility I got to, good or bad, because I signed up for this and I know that I want my own family real soon. And I want to just go out and then move out the way, do what I got to do as a family man. Yeah. I feel like that's the meaning of life.
What keeps you motivated when things get tough?
Knowing where I came from and how far I got out, and all them cries at nighttime to God when shit was bad and I felt like there was no outcome for me.
Yeah.
And actually being out here to actually change things now, that's yeah.
So do friends still hit you up, you know, when you're outside now, they still hit you up and be like, let's link up, let's go do the whole thing?
Nah, like I feel like they already sense the energy. They sense the growth.
What is it like? Do they say things like you've changed, you're not the same person, or this, that? Sometimes they get into your head to bring you out.
Nah,
but
like
how do you accept that? Like you just gotta change now.
I feel like at this point right now, in the times we in, everybody got their own life. Even though bro not doing nothing with his life, everybody got their own life. So
Yeah.
they understand that I got my own life going. I put a little like little sneak piece of what I got going on within my life on social media to let people know my well being, cause they only know me through my music. But right now I put a pause on that because what I got going on in life, my personal situations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
But you always gotta know. Sometimes when you benefit them, they ain't gonna go nowhere.
yeah.
They'll keep trying to tap into you, keep trying to drag you in.
Man,
So-
it's like right now they already know like he's on a different level. He changed. Like I see something in him that actually changed. He found himself, and a true friend will understand where I'm trying to go at with my life because I already risked my life being on the wrong path, and I got blessed to be with this second one in this right path.
Just thinking about it. At 19, man, your whole life could have been in the pen,
Yeah,
and you wouldn't even see again outside like till maybe you're 70 years old.
yeah,
God gave you really another chance, bro.
for sure. And I know that for a fact. That's why I'm not even gonna play with this chance.
And now it's you to change that. Like, where you could be, now you're here, you're blessed.
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
Not a lot of people get that chance. The chance you got to be able to see outside again. This freedom here, is you gotta make choices to stay free.
For sure. For sure.
So let's dive back into the music. The music now, like, what is are you working on an album right now, or what you working on?
Man, like
You sent me
people-
like maybe one song.
yeah,
So-
that song was just like an experiment. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
me trying to reach out to different genres on some Afro stuff. I done made a country song and everything. Like I'm just trying to reach different genres. And I know you African, so
We
I
listen
send
to
you that song.
everything.
Yeah, so boom.
when our brothers doing something, we support it. Like most Ishmael music is rap, but I
Yeah.
listen to it. Why? Because that's my kind.
Yeah, for
Right?
sure. For
So,
sure.
Why not listen to yours?
Yeah, and then like right now I do actually got an album coming. Like really after my whole little wedding situation, like I told you, I got actual responsibilities to take care of right now.
Right now, yeah.
So, but as I'm within my music, y'all can only imagine what I was in there going through. So y'all already know me for speaking my pain in my music. Just imagine for me speaking them songs of what I went through when I was locked up. So that's what my first album was gonna be about, my mindset and what my state of mind was at when I was locked up.
Yeah, man, you was going on that song. You was going in on that song you sent me.
Yeah.
I gotta tell it to you. I think it will be real dope if you do a video on that song.
Yeah.
And you do have drums on there too, so it's good. Is like, are you an independent artist right now, or you got a manager, or
Now I'm independent. Like I don't got no manager, no nothing. Like I'm doing this
all by
myself.
yourself?
Yeah, but it's just like right now I be in talk with my people and stuff like that, talking about let's build a team and stuff.
Yeah.
But everybody just too focused trying to get on their own feet to even invest into that. So right now I'm more so just taking care of the business of myself. So that way when my people is ready, or the right people I feel like is good for me within my music, then yeah, I could put them in my life as a manager role and a team role. But within then, I'm independent.
Man, that's dope, man. Doing all that yourself. Sometimes there are people would say like, man, I can't really do it because I don't have the resources. But when you go and do it yourself, you're showing that you're ambitious.
Yeah, like just
Showing
me.
like you can, and that not gonna stop you.
Yeah, especially me being here right now.
Yeah.
That's just another step,
This is
yeah,
it.
this
like,
just another step, and it all plays a part within who I am as a person, So that's
Yeah.
the more so what I'll be trying to express within my music. But y'all actually understanding who I am, just gonna make y'all feel my music even more,
Yeah, I'm doing something in the future. I'm trying to get this group together with our community. I know you're rapping. If,
I'm
I
not
wanna
rapping.
I wanna manage them just to kind of help them. But if you ever need management, but I wanna get first who is interested. So with you guys, like you just need to push. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I like what you're doing on your thing. You know, do your thing right there. And I'm gonna get some couple other young ones and put you guys together. I think y'all will connect with y'all music together.
Yeah,
All
for
of y'all.
sure.
So, you know, if you down, because I know at one point Kasim was managing you. I think when he brought you to Ishmael House at first, right?
Yeah, no, we're just trolling.
So now I don't know. It's because that's what I thought. I was like, oh, word, he's your manager.
No, we're
You
just
know, he
trolling,
was his
man.
artist. But you know, you being independent, like I see how far you get yourself so far.
Yeah, like I don't want nobody to feel like they ever did something for me. Like even though if you did something for me, it's certain people who's out there who will really throw it in your face. Like even when you get to a certain level you want to get at, and they probably not at that big level that you at. They gonna be hating. Like they gonna be
Yeah.
on some like, oh man, I had a part to do this with you, this that, this that. So it's
And I
also
think
important to watch out
sometimes
for them people.
there are guys that will tell you they want benefit themselves. But I think when you want to manage somebody, is you need to invest in this person.
Yeah.
Pay the studio sessions, pay the recording sessions, do all of that. If you're not gonna do none of that, then I think you're wasting your time on this.
Yeah, and I did all that myself. Like,
You know, you
me-
as an artist doing all that yourself. You basically managing yourself. You're
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
You don't need a manager. Well, unless if you want to, that somebody could kind of do all the deals for you and book the recording session for you. But
Yeah, I just
I
need
think
to
you're doing everything. You know yourself. You're doing pretty good.
look, I just need the right record label.
Yeah.
And I want to correct you on one thing. Like, it's a lot of people who will portray me as a rapper. I want to fall more into that.
Yeah.
I'm not a rapper. I'm an artist. And with the way that my music evolved over time, as I've been doing it, it just shows me how versatile I am. It don't matter what type of genre I'm in.
Yeah.
I actually make music for it being music, not me rapping being categorized as one. You know, I'm an artist. I'm all around. I'm willing to work with anybody in all
Yeah.
genres.
But I think the reason they portray that is because your sound.
Yeah, like
It's
that's
your sound. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I can see that you can do any type of genre from that one song you sent me. I
Yeah.
already know, like, yeah, he can do Afro. He can do all these different beats. Like, you can place him anywhere. He will
Yeah.
go kill
Yeah.
it. But there's people, maybe the people, in our people, mostly if they see one song you're rapping, that's what they would tell, he's a rapper.
yeah.
But it's not. You know?
And I like that you brought that up because that's what I did start off with. Like I said, my music influence was heavy on the Chicago wave. So
Yeah.
I started off with the drill rapping, and you know, me being in the streets, that was a way to express what I was doing, antagonize people and stuff like that. But then I started realizing like, wow, my mom isn't supporting my music. I'm actually pushing a destructive message out there.
Yeah.
And I actually got people who actually look up to me, younger
Yeah.
people who look up to me. So in that manner, if I don't want to be no bad role model for my little siblings, why would I try to push this negative image out within my music so that way if somebody listen to it,
Yeah.
they could get in that mode and want to do something negative. Everything has its own role, like with the words that you say and stuff like that. I'm glad that I actually start tapping in within myself because I start understanding music even more. The message I'm putting out, I want to get people to actually understand me, not this portray image of what these people want us to be, and we're being real.
Do you present your music and say, like, sometimes do you just think about it like, I'm not a rapper, but this is what I want to talk about. It's not rap. It's not that I'm rapping, but this is just what I want to talk about. It's my message.
Yeah,
But I think when your mom or your family or relatives listen to your music, it's always, oh, he's a rapper. He wants
he's a
to
rapper.
be a rapper.
Yeah, that's what they don't understand. You know,
Does that
I
like
understand.
that pushes you to lean towards being a rap, doing a real rap, and just changing the sound to being a rapper?
Nah, that's really why I had to change my sound because I started realizing like
Because,
that's what
like,
people portray me as.
our people in Bantu community, they don't understand the genre of music, right?
Yeah.
I'm explaining that they don't. You know, in our language, we do have rappers,
Yeah.
but what they call them singers. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you right now rapping and you rapping in English, they're gonna tell you you a rapper. But those guys that rapping in our language, like there's people in Africa actually look up to you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
These guys in Africa, the reason they rap, you know why? Because of y'all out here doing it. So our people is just they don't have the understanding of the genre, the different genre of music
Yeah, or the messages
or
that's
the
being put
message.
out. Yeah, I
You know,
100%
if
agree
you
with
throw
that.
in few lyrics right there, you're just a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. There's no other way. And that's one thing that I would wish they would understand. Because like we have young ones like you guys. In the future, you guys can be in a big stage, in big stages,
Yeah,
doing shows.
For sure, love, for sure.
You know? So one thing I want to ask is, I don't know if it will happen, but I think with you and Ayo, y'all need to collab.
Yeah, for sure. Ishmael, that's my dog,
Like
man.
I think that would be a good. Y'all need to collab.
We already did collab on the song, but like I was more younger and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
it's Ishmael, if you watching this for sure, like we gotta tap in on some newer shit. You know, I'm back home, so it's like I expanded my vocabulary and everything. Like I'm on some whole different shit with my music, and it's crazy because he was actually one of my like not idols, but one of the people who I got influenced by the music, by one of the African people doing it. Ishmael had a very important influence on me.
Yeah.
And the fact
How did
go ahead.
How did Ishmael influence you? Like, you know, did you look up to Ishmael like him? His first music video was Ringing Bells, I think. And I think you was living back in Kentucky at that time. When that
Nah, I was in Texas. So I used to visit. I used to stay in Kentucky, but I used to visit Texas, and that's when his shit was popping out here.
Yeah.
You know, like I used to come back and visit my people. You know, my people out here, so they used to play it and shit.
Yeah.
Get turned up, and I was like, damn, like, nigga,
Man.
I know I can make music. I want people to turn me up like this too. You know?
Yeah. I think the influence Ishmael has on the community, on the kids side, every kid, if you go, it's a lot of kids look up to Ishmael. You know what I mean? But I think there are parents that are wanting these kids not listen to it. But I don't think Ishmael promotes violence. His music it's like your music. It's relatable. It's more of his message. It's more of what he went through. And I think you and Ishmael right now, it's what, in Texas?
Yeah.
Y'all the only two who we have right now, if we say musically. I haven't heard any other like
Yeah.
artists like besides you, Ishmael, that do music here in Texas. I think with y'all two collabing and doing something together, it will be good for the community. Not just for the community, just everywhere. Of course, your music is in English, but I think we need that. We need people to say, oh, they are who we have here. They are our Texas music. They are our Texas singer. They are our Texas music. Like, these guys are the ones holding
it down.
Texas,
For
holding
Texas,
it down.
for sure.
Because if you go Louisville, you have young ones out there doing their thing, like you, Ishmael, doing your thing here. So I think y'all need to, make it happen.
Yeah, we'll definitely make it happen for sure.
It would be better to hear your sound and his sound together. It would be very something good.
Y'all stay tuned for that for sure.
Yeah,
It's
so it would be really good if I would say y'all need to link up, and get that out the way. Do something, whether it's a music or whatever.
I'm willing to work with all artists for real. Like, it is. I want to see how serious you is about it. Like, and like I said, I'm an artist, so I want to get on things that's unique, things that speak out to me, instead of me feeling like this another ordinary song.
Yeah.
I don't want none of my songs to sound ordinary. It don't matter if I'm on a song with somebody or not, as long as my energy's on that song and it'll be unique, different.
Yeah. So, what is like what do you fear most right now as you sit on this couch What do you fear as you sit here? If you can be honest.
I feel myself. I fear myself. I'm my worst enemy. For sure.
That's deep, man. That's deep. And why do you give go into it, like specify that, like
I feel
why
myself
you say
like
you fear yourself and why you your worst enemy.
being stuck in your head will be the scariest thing ever, cause it's like emotion spiraling all over the place. And why I said I'm scared of me more than everybody, because I have the option to do it. Sometimes I might not be in the right state of mind, or I might just fall into something, like I did in the past. That's why I got locked up. But deep down, I knew I didn't want to do that. So that's right there within itself. My gut feeling is telling me not to do this, but my ego is telling me to do this. So I'll say my worst self is my ego, and my intuition is the better part of me. That's why I'm scared of myself.
That was real, man. That was something real. That's the best way to explain it. Usually when you ask some people, they will tell you, I don't even know. And when you can't explain yourself, you don't know yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
But how you explained it is you're working on yourself, man. You changing so much as you grow. As you grow, you changing so much. And I'm sure, like, down the line, man, everything going to be okay. You're going to see brighter side of you. You're going to be happy. You know what I mean?
Inshallah.
There's a lot of people that's going, and always ask advice if you need to. Don't feel less of a man.
Yeah.
When you sit down with another man, ask for advice. Don't feel less or bigger than them.
Yeah, that's one thing I also learned about growing up and being this new me, is I could always learn from somebody, no matter if the person is younger than me or older than me. I could learn from their life experiences, realizing this is not what I want to do, or I could realize that, all right, this is what I want to do. How do I get in this type of groups? How do I talk to these type of people,
Yeah.
So,
Get around more and try to just be active with others.
Yeah, networking.
Try to network. One thing I want to ask is the kids in the community. Do you ever like get around them? Like maybe just try to be active so they could. Do you get around them or?
Yeah, like I'm gonna keep it real. Like as of right now,
because I never see you in the community. You outside playing soccer with them.
Sound like that. Yeah,
you don't.
That was me back then. But like I said, life experiences kind of caught up to me. So more so, I've been focused on what I had going on. But like I'm done being selfish.
Yeah.
I start realizing that there's actual people who want my presence there, who actually want me to be around them. So I'm just taking care of this business, what I got to take care of. After that, I'm going to start being around. I'm going to start doing my shows back, start performing back, start being in different cuts, music videos with the kids who actually I influence out here in Texas.
Yeah.
I want them in it, I'm not no bigger than you is bigger than me. We equal, we human beings. So I'm not going to look at myself like I'm, some type of big this, that, But I just know where I come from and I know my worth, And I just want those type of people around me who actually realize me for my worth and treat me like it.
Yeah, man, absolutely, man. Like, cause I'd be wondering. I said, man, he doesn't come around the other kids. They at the park on the weekends playing, catching up.
Yeah.
Like these kids are not trouble kids.
Yeah, just regular kids.
Saturday, Sunday they get together. This is what they do: is play soccer, enjoy, have a good time. But one person I never seen was you. I'm like, is he around? You know what I mean? I've heard your stories, and I'm like, okay, maybe that's why.
Yeah,
I think I know there are other friends. Maybe I think it's the trauma. You're still trying to process it, but that takes time. You being locked up and going through what you're going through.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think just sometimes come around.
Yeah,
we be around them sometimes, and these kids. One thing about them is they ask advice to the elders. They ask advice, so they plan ahead. They know what what to ask and what not to.
Yeah,
So
right now I'm at the point in my life to where I want to put myself in position to where I could tell advice. Like, all right, me changing my mind state was the first thing to where I could tell younger kids who listen to me my advice on. But more so, me being in a profound place in my life to where I want to be at is also another way to where I could influence them in the right way. Instead of just me talking about it, I could show them, like, I did this with my life, especially being through this. You could do this too without going through this. So right now I'm at a point in my life to where I could be in that position to tell the kids that instead of being more talkative about it.
so how is your circumstances? Right now navigating through life. What is the circumstances like? Are you still figuring it out? Like, what is the goals now?
My goals now is just take care of what I gotta take care of as a man in my family, and do what I love.
Yeah.
And also be smart about things and realizing that I got my own head. I can say no. It's also a powerful thing. It's okay to say no.
You got to say no sometimes. You got to say no sometimes. When you don't say no, that's when you get that's when they take advantage of you.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you're always going to be yes. You know what I mean? And how is now just trying to reach for something? Like, what is your big vision right now? What vision do you have? What is that vision that you going for right now? Is it the music? Is it something else? Like, what is your inspirations? What's one? We know about the music. What is one thing right now is like you're inspired by?
I'm inspired by like just doing good in life. Like, it's really more so my music, because that's something I actually put my all to. Yeah. And that's something I always ran to when it was trouble around and I had nobody to talk to. So I actually see myself going global within the message I speak, because I know it's more than within just my people. I actually got a story behind me. I actually want to reach other kids who don't understand from other people in their society or the circumstance around them. They can listen to my music and understand me and me being the person I am,
Yeah.
So, yeah, for sure, like that.
So who do you go to when you want to speak to somebody? Like, your to-go-to person that gives you, that lays it out for you. Like, you want to do this? Do it. But I'm going to warn you, it's not the right direction to go with. Like, who's your to-go-to person? If you had to name someone, whether it's a mom or dad or cousin, uncle, do you have that? Like, since I got, all the things you went through.
Yeah, my Uncle Oli. My Uncle Oli, for sure, one person I could call on. And but even then with him, I still have a problem within myself. I done been through so much trauma. Yeah. And I have just dealing with trust issues that I sometimes can't even go to people. Yeah. I can't even go to the closest one. Like, I feel like now that I'm married, I should be able to talk to the one I'm closest to about my problems. Sometimes, even though I'm working on that, I still have a problem with doing it, because it's like so much trauma, childhood trauma built in inside me. So I don't feel comfortable enough to talk to you about my problems, because I feel like you're gonna judge me. So that's one thing I'm definitely working on. I'm trying to feel like I gotta talk to other people about it.
Well, now that you have a partner, is it easier now, like, to tell her like everything now? Is it just that easy right now to just?
Nah, like it's all.
Or it has to be, maybe it's a woman, maybe she don't understand. The man can understand more where you coming from, maybe.
More so like like she get an understanding, but at the same time, like like we still working on that. Like I told you, like I still have a problem within myself to let go of my emotions. Like that's one thing I'm trying to work on, so that way I could feel comfortable to go to my wife about everything. Right. But it's not on some like, oh, she's a female, she's not gonna understand. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like that, but not like, it's not even about that. It's just more so like certain situations I might be going through, and it just my state of mind is probably different than yours. The way my thoughts is different than yours. So how can I come to you about something and then, you tell me what's best for me, but I feel like it's not gonna be best for me. That's what I got a problem with as of right now. So that's why I'm trying to work on that for sure.
Yeah, reason I asked that is because, we all have a to-go-to person. Sometimes we can't get to our spouses or anyone. It's just, there's always this genuine friend that can understand or tell you wrong when you're wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We all got that one friend that could tell us, you know what, that's wrong. I'm not buying that. I'm going to stop you right there. To be honest, if you really want me to be your friend, I'm going to be real with you. That's wrong. And you got to have a friend that could tell you that in your face, like, that's just wrong.
Yeah, but, that's why I told you, like, from earlier with that statement you made, those type of friends is the ones you want in your life, like, to tell you from good or wrong,
Yeah.
Those are the type of people you got to go to, That's why I said my Uncle Oli or, like, my wife, of course, people who's not going to lead me wrong,
Yeah.
who's going to tell me when I'm wrong,
Absolutely.
I feel more comfortable talking to them people for sure.
So when you by yourself, is it, what do you think of, like, when you by yourself just alone? Are you writing music, or what do you enjoy doing as a hobby? Like, what's your hobbies?
My number one hobby is just making music. Like, I could talk to my Uncle Jelly, like, even 8-3, like, I be calling these people, like, I be calling my uncles damn near every day, cause right now I'm on a mission to where, like, I'm taking care of my wedding situation, so I don't got time to go to the studio like that for real. I'm gonna put all that aside after, but till then, I'm gonna use my phone as a studio. I'm recording on my phone, the stuff I got in my head. So I be calling them every day, and these hits. So like like I swear, like I'm telling you, it just constant. So when I'm bored, I feel like music is my escape, or basketball, cause I was in the AAU team too. I used to play basketball before I actually took my music serious. I was playing basketball, so
I wanted to ask, what was your favorite sports?
Yeah, basketball.
Because I know you played,
and I played soccer too.
At one time.
I played soccer too.
But I was trying to figure out, like, this kid plays every sport.
Yeah, I did wrestling too. Till when I did wrestling, I was practicing for them. I'm doing niggas in, you feel me? But like, when I seen the stuff they gotta wear, I left. My mom, nigga. Bro. I'm sorry. I fuck with wrestling, but I got me messed up, bro.
So why you don't? I don't know. I wanted to ask you personally. There's a Bantu team. Why you don't get around with them?
Oh God, this been going on when I was younger. Like, they used to want me to go play with them.
They had 5-6 teams.
My dad was a soccer coach.
And your dad was the soccer coach.
Yeah, he was a soccer coach for a legendary team.
You not there. Why was it like? I never understood. I was like, Louisville have 6-5 teams.
Yeah,
and they had kids for your age.
Sure.
They had youth. They had older, but it was like you were never in none of those teams.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, I was always the black sheep. Like, certain things I like didn't probably match the criteria of our culture, the people,
Yeah.
But I grew up trying to make my dad proud, being in soccer when I was in like 6th grade or something,
Yeah.
But like, me actually feeling like a passion for a sport was definitely basketball for sure. Like,
why? Because is it because the politics in
basketball?
In the community teams,
oh yeah,
like the Bantu teams.
No, it's not.
Is it reason why? Because I never saw you like in none of those organizations. Like, is it because I know there's so many politics there.
Yeah.
When you're in those teams, you're gonna have politics.
Yeah.
Everybody going to talk. So even with Ishmael, he used to play one of them teams, but he stopped. He's not, don't even go none of them because of the politics. And I thought maybe you was like, don't want to buy those politics and all that.
Nah, like, I ain't even know they had no politics. I just didn't really care much about it, Like, me, I used to go to the games and stuff like that because my dad was a soccer coach, and I was young, I follow behind him and stuff. So that's how the whole team know me. You know, me being his oldest son, but me actually being around them and building a bond and
Yeah.
actually understanding what they got going. I never just felt a part of within that crowd. You know,
Yeah.
I had a whole different life path for me.
Oh, okay.
So
So
that's
you
why I
never thought
really
of like,
even
damn, I wanna just be around my people. Like this, my people. This is where I'd rather be. But one thing that I always said that is good is when you around these kids that are playing soccer. None of these kids are in trouble.
yeah, I wish I would have done that more.
Like none of these kids could tell you like they had issues with the feds or they dealing with the feds or they dealing with a case because they spend most of their time out here playing, so they don't be on the other side doing something crazy or anything. Or so I think it saved a lot of us from it.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's one thing I do respect about what they got going on within the community is to save little children like the younger generation or like me for instance, you know, from that
Yeah.
lifestyle. But before even I think KY, like I was just too focused on what I had going on in my environment and focused on survival to where like I didn't even like I wasn't even focused on that. And that's one
Yeah.
thing I do know if I was to take back and start going to them community games and stuff
Yeah.
like that, I would have never fell in the wrong hands because I knew I would have started me a new community I could
Yeah.
go to instead of relying on these type of friends who within this life path, you know?
probably had your little music group too.
Yeah, nah,
Built that foundation right there.
yeah, but I already built me a foundation
You
even
know, but
without
you got
that,
your
you know?
foundation, so
Even without that. So it's just
Without
like
it, so-
everything happened for a reason, man.
everything everything is God's plans. You had other plans, so it's understandable. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So it's so great, that you're here able to express like what we want to know is who is 502 Sano.
It's like that. There's shit, 502 Sano, he's somebody who speaks his truth, speaks his mind, and speaks what he's been through growing up. And 502, a lot of people get them numbers confused and realize like, is this something that got to do with a gang? Nah, it's the area code.
Yeah.
Like, like out here in Houston, we got 346, 832,
Yeah.
But in Louisville, Kentucky, it's 502. And 502 always stuck with me, so I just added that within my artist name, 502 Sano,
Right.
But he's somebody who want to carry a torch for his family legacy and being a global status. That's who that is. He's an artist.
I'm gonna ask you one favor right now, as we're here.
Yeah.
And you can choose from any song from your favorites.
Yeah.
If you could give a bar, just one verse.
Yeah.
You
I
think you
can.
could give us one verse
Yeah, for
that
sure.
that motivates you maybe every day, that you think about every day this verse and why you wrote it? You could like go ahead, hit it up.
I could really one verse that keeps me going. I got so much songs, dog. Like,
What song you can remember?
oh, you want me like rap it? I'll rap it.
I want you to rap the lyric.
All right.
If you
me
if you
see
could
what I got.
remember.
Let me look at I just gotta look at the name.
I want the people to hear it, like like you really got it.
All right, look, I'm gonna get this out for the one time. I'm gonna get this out for the one time,
Yeah,
But
do it.
This
Do it for the community one time, for the culture.
This right here, I was locked up when I wrote this song, and my mom was working at Walmart, trying
Yeah.
to take care of me, and she damn near got skinny. Like, my mom had a little weight on her. She damn near got skinny, stressing because stuff I put her through. So I'm more so talking about me going through trauma and how my mom feeling and stuff that's going on in the outside world with this song.
Yeah.
So it's called Mama. Go ahead. I said, Mama, Mama, I'm so sorry for your heartbreak. I'm dealing with trauma. I know one day that I'm gonna make it. I gotta keep going. My pops getting older, he keeps stressing, cause I'm his oldest son. Don't know what's going on, yeah. Told Mina that I love her. Keep your head on your shoulders. Told my sister that I love him. Don't let no nigga hold you. Think about little bro stuck in my cell. His birthday coming up. Baby boy, you getting older. Told Issa that I love him. See Mo following my footsteps and I feel like it's my fault. How you go from watching anime to the streets, I tone guns. Gotta lead by example. In my past, I gotta run from it. Times getting harder as our praises to Allah.
Damn.
You know, there's more to that, but that's just a little something, though.
That shit made me emotional. That was deep. I ain't gonna lie, that was deep. Yeah. That was good, bro. That was deep. What's that song name?
It's called Mama.
Mama, that was the message to Mama.
It's one of them songs to where I'm gonna have on a new album.
I think that's a song. Is it out yet? Like,
no, it's not out. Like, that's just something I wrote in jail and stuff.
The way that song has the feeling to it, I think anybody could listen to it and relate.
Yeah, for sure.
It'll be a relatable song.
That's the whole goal within my music, you know? That's the whole goal. Because
your music, bro, you passing the message. And I think whoever hears this song, Mama, they could relate. They will have a feeling.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? But that's why I asked you, like, and I'm glad you gave us that little bit freestyle. So, yeah, man, just go ahead and promote it on here on the Vibes and Voices podcast. This album that's coming out and when and how many tracks has on it.
Oh, man, I'm still in the works of all that, you know, like I got a whole notebook of songs I done read inside jail, you know. Yeah. And I'll tell you, like, they all straight hits, like all hits, no skips on this album. So I can't say no specific number of songs that's gonna be on the album, but it's gonna be a good amount. Like I want to put at least 15 to the max 30. That's how I'm coming. Like you feel me? Like for real, cause I got something to say. And I never really put out no real album. A lot of people really know me within my music off Instagram trailers or like them 3 music videos I dropped. And that so much ran up so much views, and I got my name. I have to do performances and stuff like that. So imagine if I was to go ahead and put all my actual songs out there that y'all don't even experience or never got to listen to, and y'all showing me my old songs thinking like, yo, this is the one. I'm telling y'all, I'm coming on some whole different stuff with this album. I don't got no name for it yet, but just know that album is the first album I dropped before all my other music y'all waiting on me for. I'm going to drop my album first that got to do with me in the state of mind of being incarcerated. That's more so what I want to touch on. If
you had to name this album, what would you name that? What do you think? I mean, your story, you have so much.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? You went through so much, and I want to get to it. Like, what would be the name for this album? Because this is about you.
It's gonna be like something like, you know, like prison diary, or like you know, something about like a jail book, something that gotta do with me being incarcerated and some type of poetry being made, you know, and me telling the people who listen to my music my state of mind and what I'm going through, a form of venting what I had to deal with. So I want to push all that out first, so that way people actually get the message and feel the pain I went through of being incarcerated. So that way if somebody was to listen to my music, I'm pretty sure they're going to feel me. And if you don't feel me, I don't want you to feel the same way I was feeling being incarcerated. So just take that as another message within this album right here. But there's plenty more music to come, more albums, more tapes for sure, long run. But within this album, I'm going to drop my first album after me being back. It's going to be based on me being incarcerated, 100%.
Man, Sano, I want to say, I'm going to ask you, I want you to give a message, give them advice to the young ones that are running out there or in the wrong crowd, or thinking they hard, or thinking, despite whatever it is, because you being there, you done it, you did that, everything. What advice that you have for them to kind of motivate them, kind of change their mind?
Look, I'm not going to say don't be gangster, because a lot of people want to put that title on them because, like I say, ego. Ego got something to do big with it, you know? But you could be a gangster, but it's two types. Like, you could be the type gangster that's going to take care of your mama and your family and your responsibilities and know nobody going to play with you. You're going to take care of yourself. You could be that gangster, or you could be other gangster to where you following the wrong crowd. You got a title under your name and you follow within these rules. You going out and crashing out. You're gonna do life or death. You will be that gangster. So just be wise and just know that this is your life and you only live one life. Make sure you live old to tell your story.
Yeah, yep. That's a deep message. That's a deep message because you yourself got young ones that are looking up to you, and you don't want to have any more mistakes.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? You writing a book right now. You got your music going. You got so much going on for you. I'm just thankful you're here to do this with me.
Yeah, I'm thankful too.
When I scroll and look at your Instagram, I see a kid that's putting in the work. He's got his music on. He's locked in. He's on focus, and that's one of the good things that we want to see. People able to grow, that they in a different stage, not where they was before.
Yeah.
So I'm happy you're doing this for me, man. You're welcome anytime, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You're welcome anytime. This right here is your house. Like, this podcast is your house.
Yeah.
You can hit me up when you got new music. We can always, you need an interview. We got you, man.
Touch bases on that. Yeah, for sure. I'm going to definitely be coming out here for more work. But, like, more so when I come back, I want to make sure that I got something to tell different every time. So
every time,
I want to make sure I'm at a new point in my life every single time because I can always elevate,
Yeah.
So,
yeah, you're going to elevate, too.
Yeah,
you will elevate
I
for
will,
sure.
100%.
Yeah, the second time you're going to be here, we're going to have a new story.
Yeah, for sure.
Every time it's going to be a new story with you elevating and onto bigger things, bigger moves. So, I speak on that.
I'd have damn near signed my deal by then.
Oh, yeah.
And speaking it to existence right now.
Yeah, just keep going for it, man. Reach it.
For sure.
I truly believe that you can go big. You can blow. You can, what I mean? The music tells it itself. You see the confidence. You see, all that. So that's one of the things. Like, I was jamming to that when you sent me on my way here.
And that was just a freestyle.
That was just freestyle, but it hits different.
Yeah, they say that a lot about my shit. Like, bro, you just freestyle. So, that's hard, bro. A lot of people.
Honestly, man, you guys are one of the ones that are coming up, and we in full support of you guys.
Yeah.
So any new project, anything, hit us up to promote it. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, I'm tapping in for
promote it. Any new project you got, we're gonna promote it right here on the Vibes and Voices podcast. So this is your platform, our community, so you're always welcome, man.
I'm gonna keep that in mind for
You're
sure,
always welcome, man. You can always hit me up, big bro. We gotta do this.
Yeah,
I got you, man.
Man, it's gonna come soon, man.
Absolutely.
Inshallah, for sure. Like, I'm actually happy this all put in the part. Like, behind the scenes, they behind the camera. They don't understand to where when we first started off on the phone, just making interviews for fun and actually putting ourselves there like we was actually having a podcast. They don't know about that. You feel me?
That was the vision. That was the vision.
So imagine we spoke that to existence and us being here talking now.
Crazy
what
thing
else?
is no one know about how this started.
Yeah.
Only
I
you
know though. I know.
You remember.
I know. So I'm gonna stay down for sure.
We was in the apartment,
Yeah.
but now we in the bigger things.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I showed you that night, it was like, damn. I thought you was playing around, but you actually did it. Like,
yeah, I actually did it. Yeah.
So I said sometimes, when you want to do something, stay on it and do it.
Yeah, put yourself like you there. Like, I'm going to tell you another people this. Like, people who actually listen to my music and listen to what I'm saying and I influence. I'm going to tell y'all, like, you could do it. Like, just put your mind to it and then put yourself, whatever you want to be, a painter or like you got some type of title to your name to where people's going to be influenced by you. Make sure you meet yourself at that standard. Like right now, I'm 502 Sano. I know I'm going to be a global sensation artist. So I'm going to carry myself like it. It's not me being egotistic. It's just me knowing my worth and knowing where I'm going to be at. So it's a lot of people who's going to fall off on your energy once you start treating yourself the way you're supposed to be treated. But that's okay because it all comes part of the plan once you try to make it to your destination.
That's that confidence. You gotta have confidence in you and speak on it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? You gotta speak on it because you're gonna get there. Haters will hate, but so what?
Yeah,
They can't stop what you're doing.
yeah, for sure.
You know, they can't stop you. So that's what you gotta understand is, you know, keep going. You know what I mean? Don't stop. Just keep going. And you gonna make your family proud. Despite what you went through, now you're gonna move forward.
Yeah,
You will
inshallah.
elevate. You will move forward and elevate yourself.
That's my whole goal.
Absolutely.
That's my whole goal, man.
Another thing is do you have like other like projects as far as apart from the music? Maybe
Yeah, like clothing, you know.
you got clothing, brand?
Yeah, like right here, this little 502 right here.
Oh man,
I got a little hottest youngin on the back of it. I'm not sure if I can get up and show
Damn.
it, but you know,
I never thought. I thought 502 was like.
on
I mean
jacket.
that looked good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I made it myself, and this is the
You
first
know?
like one-on-one. I was just testing it out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like, I want to actually be in position with my music, then fall apart with doing the clothing on the side and stuff like that. You know, because I
Yeah.
actually got a vision with that too. I'm artistic. I'm an artist.
Yeah.
So that goes on all typical ways of form of life that you could create art at. I'm there, not just music. You know.
Okay. Yeah, man. The clothing brand, that's good, man. That's good. I think that's gonna be something great too to have. We all gonna see. Just let us know, you know, keep us in the loop so we can get a merch ourselves too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you got everything situated, let us know. We'll get a merch.
They're gonna come.
We're in full support. Like I told you, bro, we're in full support. We're gonna buy whatever merch you got for us.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. It's coming soon. Coming soon.
All right. Vibes and Voices, we're going to wrap this up. I want to thank my brother, my friend, 502 Sano, Louisville to Texas.
Yes, sir.
He's not playing, man. New music coming. I'm going to let him tell it.
Yeah, man. Just stay tuned for this album coming soon. You know, like, you don't got to worry about the rest of the music coming after that. But, like, just focus on this one album I got to drop real soon. I'm going to say by next month, if not the month after that, because I got to deal within my wedding situation. If not, I'll say after summer. But I'm going to just keep y'all updated on social media. My social media is 502 Sano, Sano. You can find me on Instagram, you know, the real 502 Sano on Twitter. Like, I'm on all platforms with my music. I still go under the same name as my Instagram. So y'all tap in. It's gonna be some more music, and this music is the one that's gonna actually take me to the industry. Stamping.
Yeah. Go ahead, tap in. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Vibes and Voices. Subscribe to all platforms, Instagram as well, and TikTok. If you do mess with TikTok, we do put all our videos, short clips, whatever you want to watch, all on there. Go ahead, subscribe to Vibes and Voices. We out.
We out, man.